Clijsters a chance to win her first major. Her final challenge to beat the unbeatable These two are playful, open, and fun. And this year-end trophy silently beckons them both.
Los Angeles, the entertainment capital of the world, and the Staples Center, which hosts the Kings, the Lakers, the Clippers, and the WNBA Sparks. A warm welcome to the 2002 Home Depot Championships, presented by Porsche. Serena Williams, world's #1, takes on world's #5, Kim Clijsters, in the championship match. Very friendly hello to you, everybody. Cliff Drysdale. Of course, this has been the year of Serena Williams. Think about it. She won the World Championship at the end of last year in Germany. She has won 3 of the 4 slams this year, all on 4 different surfaces, different conditions. She's just 20 years old. Does this mean that we are looking at the new era, a new Everett era, a new Navratilova era, or a new Graf era? If not, where are the challenges going to come from? Kim Clijsters? Maybe. But let's talk about this year in general, though, Pam and Mary Jo. It has been the year, I suppose, of the Williams sisters in a way, but they're not the only story.
Certainly not, Cliff. We were down in Australia in January where Jennifer Capriati put on an unbelievable show. In fact, she played in the 2 best matches of the year. She fought off 4 championship points there, beating Hingis in the final. Then the Williams sisters took over, and who would have thought that Serena Williams, Mary Jo, would have dominated the year the way she did?
That's absolutely right. Let's not forget Serena Williams started the year ranked #10. Last year, she did not play a committed schedule, and she was having trouble closing out matches. She was getting nervous. It was her big sister, Venus, who had the mental edge. She was the one the top players were gunning for. But once Serena started the year in March after her injury, you could tell she was committed, she was focused, she had improved her game. And I think the 2 major events of the year that changed it for Serena were beating Venus in Miami, Pam, and dominating on the red, slow European clay courts.
Well, when people think about 2002 in tennis, they may think about Pete Sampras winning the U.S. Open, his 14th major, but I think most people will think about the historic fact that 2 African-American sisters, 15 months apart, ended up #1 and #2 in the world in women's tennis.
So maybe she deserves to win this championship. After all, she's won 3, and she should be #1, and she will be #1 regardless. But let's face it, for Serena Williams, this has not been that easy a week so far.
Nothing but easy about it, really. In fact, in the semifinal against Capriati, we didn't have to look very far to find a few points for the highlight package. This entire match was a highlight package waiting.
It was a battle from the very first point. Serena Williams had to work so hard to win this match. She lost the first set against Jennifer, and she just had to cover so much ground. She showed her heart, her desire, what's made her #1 this year. She just wants it more than everybody else. Look at this balance, the early preparation, the agility on the court. She would not give up at any point in this match, and it was rallies like this that just awed us throughout the entire match.
This is one of the most exhausting rallies you will ever see. This is late in the match. Both players are getting tired, but look at the determination from both, and in the end, Serena Williams somehow finds a way to get one more flick of the racket and force the error from Jennifer Capriati. How will this kind of physically exhausting semifinals, this is her 3rd match in a row, affect Serena?
Well, she's got to be a little bit tired, and she's hoping not to make as many unforced errors as she did yesterday against Capriati. But remember, the last time Serena lost a match was this summer against Chan Rubin. She has not lost a big match in a big event since last year's U.S. Open.
And Kim Clijsters, her opponent tonight, is the exact opposite. I mean, she has just breezed through this draw to this final, especially in the semifinal. But all week long, Mary Jo, it's been routine for Kim.
Well, Kim came into this championships with a lot of confidence. She won 2 tournaments this fall, and we expected a lot tougher matches for her, starting with her first round against Chanda Rubin. Chanda has had a spectacular year. She defeated Serena. That was Serena's last loss in L.A. this summer. But Kim Clijsters would dominate. She was patient. She moved extremely well. She never let Chanda into this match. She really liked to open up the court with her backing up the line. I think that's a shot that's important today against Serena in the final. And her dominance would continue on to the quarterfinals, where she would face her countrywoman, Justine Henin. These 2 are friends. They played in the juniors. They know each other so well. We expected a much tougher match. But right from the start, Kim Clijsters was composed. She showed us her variety with that drop shot, and she never let Justine get into the match at all. And then yesterday, that unfortunate injury
continue. She had a default. She was down love 5. Kim Clijsters gets through to the finals. And when you think about how difficult Serena's pathway has been, Kim Clijsters has played only 35 games to 63, and the quality of those games have been far easier for Kim Clijsters.
You really have to think that the match is set up in the tournament for Kim Clijsters to win because everything is going in her favor. Serena has to be tired, and she's fresh.
And remember, the biggest match prior to this that Kim Clijsters has played was the French Open final. It was 12-10 in the third. She lost, but it was an amazing match.
So of all the things that you've said, and there's a lot that you have said, I think that one of the important things to say is that Kim Clijsters has won 2 tournaments coming into this. Confidence is such an important part of this whole thing. Championship match underway here from the Staples Center. And we have got in the spotlight here Serena Williams, world's #1, where she loves to be. Believe me, she likes the spotlight. Will Kim Clijsters, who is feisty and speedy, spoil the Williams party? Live in a minute.
Basketball is back Thursday at 7.
And by the Home Depot, driving down the cost of home improvement. Championship match from the Staples Center, best of 3 sets. And standing is the world's #1 player. Having done so well, Serena Williams and Kim Clijsters of Belgium coming off a very good fall indoor season. They will battle it out for what can be called the World Championship.
Well, Serena Williams should be doing a lot of that the last 24 hours, drinking water, rehydrating herself. That match yesterday would have taken a lot out of her. But when you know there's only one more match for the entire year, and you've already won 56 and you've only lost 4, then certainly you can dig deep and go one more.
I think so. I think she's got the heart and the desire to do that. I mean, it's pretty amazing. I think she's almost forgotten how to lose. No matter how close it gets, how big the points get, she finds a way to win them.
Still a teenager. Clijsters turned pro in 1998. She's won over 50 matches this year as well, and a great indoor record.
Just point.
Clijsters to serve. Play. Love 15.
Serena Williams leads 5-0, but they played a little over a month ago. Tough 3-setter, and 3 of the 5 matches have gone 3 sets, including the finals out in the desert in Indian Wells 2 years ago.
We talk so often about what it takes to defeat a player like Serena, and you talk about having the speed, having the power, having a serve to give you some free points, and Kim Clijsters possesses that package. The serve probably the weakest part in her game, but it's improved and it's better when it's indoors.
15-30.
Barely losing games, Kim Clijsters getting to the final. Not breaking a sweat.
Down 2 break points here, but we talk about how she plays the big matches very well. And for her to play her countrywoman, Justine Henin, in the year-end championship, that is a big match, and she's the one that delivered the goods.
Break point.
30-40.
Serve is going to be so important tonight. True every time you play a match, of course, but seems like more so for Clijsters.
Williams.
Unforced error there. Break a serve to Serena Williams. Clijsters has had some injuries this year and a bit of a slump, but it's great that she's here.
I'm happy again to be here. I wouldn't have expected to sit here, and especially not after Paris and Wimbledon. But it was a tough year, and I think it's something. I was lucky to being able to speak to a few top players, and they all, really supported me and said, this is something we all had to go through and we all went through, and it's something, it's probably hard to believe, but it helps you out that in the future, and then it made me more mature, and so in one way I'm thankful as well of being able to have that injury.
Clijsters had a stress fracture in her right upper arm that kept her out for a little bit in the beginning of the year, and then never really got her confidence until this summer.
I'm not a top player, but I did sit down and talk with Kim at Wimbledon because I've become pretty friendly with her. I just felt so badly that she was hitting her first slump. Tried to give her a little perspective.
Serena had a much tougher time reaching the final, especially in her quarterfinals against Jelena Dokic. She got down an early break, cruised after winning the first set, but then against Jennifer. What a match. At 4-all in that second set, she faced break point.
Now there is another crucial matchup. The 116-mile-an-hour big bomb of Serena Williams on the first serve, and Clijsters was able to get a pretty good return on the ball, get back to neutral in the rally, and win the rally.
Big first serve at 114 miles an hour. Clijsters not able to control the power. Game point, Serena.
Serena is enjoying being number one, isn't she? So often it's a burden for players. For her, apparently not.
She loves it.
Deuce.
There's that ball that's stuck in the net. I actually talked to Georgina Clark, tour director, and evidently the net is too big in those little netting, so the ball can slip through and get stuck a lot. And also the net cord has played a big role. The net cord is too loose, and Georgina Clark admitted that, and they were going to try and crank it up a little tighter tonight.
Break point. Early stages of the match, but I tell you, Serena Williams, as well as she played, could run away with this match. Clijsters down a break. She lost her first serve game. This is big.
I bet on Kim Clijsters to hang in there pretty good. Of course, getting that break back would have been very helpful, that last point. Talk about the effectiveness of the second serve of Serena Williams. There was an example. Kim Clijsters is a pretty tall player, about 5'8", 5'9". That ball was above her head. Very offensive second serve.
Serena has started out tentatively in two of her matches so far. This looks like a third.
She started off very erratic against Dokic in the quarterfinals. Made a lot of unforced errors yesterday, especially off her forehand side. She actually saw Billie Jean King after the match and asked her, Billie, what is going on with my forehand? Why am I making so many mistakes?
And what did Billie say?
Billie said it's her point of contact. She's hitting the ball late. Get back to basics, Serena. Try to get it early and in front of you. Keep that racket perpendicular. Don't let that racket face open too much.
Another chance for Clijsters here, break point.
It's Billie Jean. Clijsters, one apiece first set.
Clijsters doing a great job of holding her ground, staying low, absorbing the power of Serena Williams. It's great to get on the board, settle down.
Earlier in the week, we did highlight the movement of Kim Clijsters. She is a quick, powerful mover on the court. She's going to need every bit of it tonight. Kim Clijsters has just breezed through to this finals. In fact, she set a record for losing the fewest games in 3 rounds through to this final match. Celis in '91. It's 2 games harder. You can call it that.
Talk about in movement. Her dad is a national soccer, making that an international soccer player. And he's here with her, Leo. She says, I have his 5. Soccer players got to move well.
The only thing I've seen her dad, Leo, play this week is Yahtzee. They've been in the players' lounge playing Yahtzee from the first day.
13-15.
2002 Home Depot Championships presented by Porsche at the Staples Center.
I'm Max Kellerman. I want to tell you about my new show, Around the Horn. The idea is simple. People here think the people here don't know anything about sports. And the people here hate all the teams from here. Around the Horn is going to bring sports experts from here, and here together in a daily discussion about who's better than who and who knows more. And I'm keeping score.
Around the Horn, a full-contact sports show. Weekdays at 5 Eastern on ESPN. Fox Tuesday. Can Donna and Eric's love survive the world's ugliest ring?
You look like some kind of fruity magician.
A new hour of That 70s Show. Then, 24 is the purest thrill right on television.
You need to alert a bomb squad.
35 seconds. Get out of the building!
An all-new 24. It all starts Tuesday at 8 on Fox 6.
An experiment kept secret until now, and why so many men suffered.
I really know what a white mouth feels like.
Project Shad, Tuesday at 10, only on Fair Balance Fox 6 News.
A few years ago, the Aztecs were an absolutely horrible basketball team. But now, Coach Steve Fisher's got this team, San Diego, heck, the entire nation believing.
Last year, the NCAAs. This year, Arizona, Texas Tech, USD, and the Mountain West, all at home. Call 619-283-SDSU.
Aztec fans, game on for awesome basketball. Make a shot.
Award-winning soccer player on the right of your screen, Leigh Clijsters, and then Richard Williams, award-winning photographer. and he is, of course, the coach of the Williams sisters.
He was out there warming warming up, Serena serving a ton of balls to her. You could tell Serena was a little tired. She kept telling him to slow down. Take a breather between returns.
Is Richard standing inside the baseline?
Oh, yeah.
That's what a lot of parents will do. They'll stand somewhere halfway between the service line and the baseline. Of course, my dad would have had to be on the net. No. It's a pretty good view.
Whoa.
Clijsters has only lost, let's see, 1 point in the last 10 played. Serena was up a game point to hold serve in the second game. Since then, Clijsters only lost 1 point.
Oh, two very deep balls from Clijsters and then one long. Williams did well to stay in that point.
Good adjustment there by Serena. Getting out of the way. It's a tough shot.
Again, we've seen the best calls all week long.
Inside out forehand. Serena's second winner of the match. I'm sure those numbers are going to keep climbing.
11 unforced.
Seeing the best in women's tennis here, where we'll have the world's top men for you. Tennis Masters Cup from Shanghai. Coverage beginning tomorrow, ESPN2 live at 6 a.m. That's live at 6 a.m. Leighton Hewitt and Albert Costa, and at 1 on ESPN, Juan Carlos Ferrero, number 4, Roger Federer, number 6.
Isn't that cute? We got Kim Clijsters in the Tour Championships here, and then her boyfriend in the opening match of the ATP Finals. That's warm and fuzzy.
Especially if they both win. Taking the ball so early on the backhand side, Serena. Not an easy shot from the middle of the court to find that angle. Another forceful, penetrating ground stroke from Serena Williams. Look at Kim stretching out there, sliding on these courts. We always worry that she's going to injure herself. She's so strong and so flexible.
Great points for Serena.
Kim Clijsters actually has a new best friend here at this championship. Mary Jo's daughter, Isabella.
She loves babies. And Isabella doesn't go to too many people, but she loves kids.
She's just jumping all over me all day, too. Hello.
Well, I mean, what do you expect? Girls love you, Cliffy.
It's not a bad time to try a shot like that. It's love 40, 3 break points. But I still think in a big final like this, you've got to go with the volleys that are a little less high risk.
Break point. Kim saves 2.
love 40 to deuce.
Well, she's got another chance here, but Serena Williams has already made 13 unforced errors in the match. Again, a slow start. Break the serve, Serena Williams. 3 games to 2. She will serve, and we come back to this live coverage of the year-ending championships from the Staples Center.
It's a beautiful morning. Ask your doctor about Vioxx, a prescription medicine from Merck. And find out if Vioxx is right for you. Vioxx. Keep our highways beautiful. The 911 Carrera.
Sub-Zero flavor inside, delicious cold minty shell outside. The gum that puts your breath on ice for a long time. Dentine Ice. Nothing's colder than ice.
4th and goal. You go with what's proven. Same goes for investing. At Oppenheimer Funds, we stick to the fundamentals by focusing on solid companies with reliable earnings. A strategy that's proven itself time and time again. Oppenheimer Funds, the right way to invest.
Williams with a break, leading 3-2 first set. These aerial pictures courtesy of Goodyear's newest blimp, Spirit of America, based in Carson, California. Goodyear built its first blimp back in 1925. They operate 3 airships now. Luis Navarro is up there taking these pictures. Thanks, guys.
City Hall.
Love 15.
Not too many players win sets off both Venus and Serena, but Kim is one of 3, the other 2 being Justine Henin and Chanda Rubin.
It's in 2002. There was a time where a lot of players were winning at least 1 set off both of them. But Serena's been so stingy with just 4 losses this year, and Venus, even though she didn't win a major, was in 3 finals.
Richard's on the cell phone. Keeps her in that point.
Well, Serena obviously felt she could have won that point sooner with a line called there, but she was also sprinting possibly across the baseline, may have blocked the linesman's call. We've only seen great calls all week long, so cut him a break there.
Those hips a little too soon. on the forehand. Serena likes to hit that open stance on both sides, and you really have to make a conscious effort of getting those shoulders turned at least.
Crowds have grown each and every day. Started off very light on Wednesday and Thursday and really started picking up come the weekend. First year that this championship has been played at the Staples Center.
Three-two Williams, first set, deuce. She's broken twice and been broken once.
And Sir Ulrich in the chair, ruling that call. Let's take a look on Shot Spot.
Oh, guess what? Caught the line. That's about the second bad call of the week.
Very close.
Kim went and circled it.
I think it was Clay.
Because the majority of the ball was out. That's what she saw.
This is the kind of game where Kim Clijsters shows that she's not intimidated. She was way down in this game. She was able to fend off some huge serves from Serena Williams, stick in the point, win the points, and now she's battled and battled in this game and has herself a break point.
Serve. That's two apiece. Even first set. 3 games all.
Clijsters hitting the ball so deep in that last rally. Really pinning Serena behind that baseline. And then when she finally hit that short one, Serena didn't adjust and move her feet.
She doesn't have the power of shot of a Davenport or a Capriati or the Williams sisters, talking about Kim Clijsters now, does she? But she's got a great match temperament.
Twice in 1 point.
Look at that. That is unbelievable. Straight across. Oh,
that hurts to watch.
That's a good play. Good movement from Serena to get up to that one as quickly as she did.
Well, she anticipated beautifully, Serena Williams. She got off the mark immediately.
Well, we knew the server would have some problems tonight. We're perhaps a little surprised that Serena has already dropped her serve a couple of times. A handful more break points.
If we talk about Clijsters not having the same amount of power, she might not hit the ball as heavy sometimes, but she definitely accelerates, and she can definitely have her own share of winners.
She hits more topspin than some of the heavy hitters, which can actually seem, in a way, as heavy.
But not as hard to the viewer.
And it's flat. Like all three of those forehands were hit heavy, deep, with enough topspin to give the shot even more power.
Good match temperament, right?
Oh, fabulous. Except the middle of the year when she hit this patch where she was not good at all. That's why it really stood out.
Break point, second serve, 30-40. And a gift to Serena Williams. She breaks for the third time, leading 4-3. She'll serve when we come back here live at the Staples Center and the year-ending championship.
It's a beautiful morning.
Presented by Porsche. We're at the Staples Center in LA, everyone. Cliff Drysdale here, Pam Schreiber, Mary Jo Fernandez. Serena Williams is the #1 player in the world. She's got a break in the first set. In fact, she's broken 3 times, but has been broken twice. She leads 4-3. By the way, to all of those who accused Richard Williams at a certain time of fixing matches between the daughters, I never did believe it, and it's clearly not the case.
No, I didn't believe it either. I mean, Venus was better when she was beating Serena most all the time, and guess what? Now Serena is better. So I think it does validate their previous meetings. Now, they had that big controversy at the semifinals of the Indian Wells a couple of years ago when Venus, with 2 minutes to go, decided her tendonitis in her knee was too severe to play against Serena.
Williams 30-love and 4-3.
There was time this year. And Serena, I think, mentally matured and was able to handle playing against her big sis. It's not easy.
There's a long history of the younger sibling coming up short against the older.
We all watched that match in Miami. You mentioned it, Mary Jo. It was a turning point. We said it then, and it turned out to be true. The NASDAQ.
That has got to be a tired body after last night. Third day in a row with a match. She was in the half of the draw. Played Saturday, Sunday, Monday instead of Friday, Sunday, Monday. If this match goes long, that may come into play. Sister Venus is obviously proud of her, but it's got to be a little awkward.
I guess I'm really proud of her. You know, I'm happy for her accomplishments. And I think that what happened is she became a more consistent player. And then there was a couple of years there where, you know, she wasn't doing her personal best. And, you know, you just get a jump start from that. And I had a jump start a couple of years ago, too. And it's nice. And, you know, next year she'll be out there playing just as well.
Venus has handled the whole year very graciously, but it cannot be easy seeing the younger sister pass you and take the titles that you had grown used to taking.
But I think it's going to push Venus to keep on improving.
Yeah, Venus has won 2 Wimbledon, 2 US Opens. And now Serena is just the better player at this point.
Each with 4 majors. The service profile of Clijsters. First serve, only 31%. Look at the second serve. You'd think those numbers should be reversed. They should be.
She served well all week, Kim Clijsters. She had the highest percentage of first serves won throughout the tournament coming into the final.
Works for Clijsters, and she's got a game point.
Net court has been owned by the Williams sisters most of the week. Just ask Monica Seles. Neither player right now right on their game. They're just a little off. Big difference from the Capriati-Serena Williams semifinal, where both players were firing from the beginning. Serena might argue with that since she lost the set 6-2, but it was very close 6-2.
A lot of double faults for her here. Just first set 4 in all.
She really wasn't going for that second serve either. You're going to miss, I think, against Serena. You really have to take a little bit more of a gamble.
Clijsters changes direction on a dime. He's very athletic. Point.
Ooh, corrected. I thought it looked like it was long. It'd be interesting to see if we have a replay of that one. And we're going to find out. Guess what? Great correction.
Now he's supposed to correct it if it's a clear bad call. So the guy must have good eyes. Good correction throw. Game point. Clijsters holds on. She's had trouble holding on. But it's Williams who leads and who will serve for the first set when we come back live to the Home Depot Championships presented by Porsche at the Staples Center here in LA.
It's a beautiful morning.
Ask your doctor about Vioxx, a prescription medicine from Merck. And find out if Vioxx is right for you. Vioxx. Keep our highways beautiful. The 911 Carrera.
Wow. I have to call Mother. You should see this place, Mom. So luxurious. Doug must have paid $500 a night.
My
because I spent a fortune on this honeymoon. But I got the room for $99 on Hotels.com. Great deal. 2 clicks, and I had a room.
Save on thousands of hotels worldwide. Hotels.com. The best prices at the best places, guaranteed.
Tuesday, when you're a teenage girl and it's date night.
Oh, yes.
You want some alone time. I'll give you kids some privacy. Oh, March. A new 8 Simple Rules Tuesday at 8, 7 Central on ABC.
3-time Grand Slam winner this year alone, Serena Williams, leading 5 games to 4. 4 in all. She won the U.S. Open, her first title a few years ago. Now she's serving for the first set in this year-ending championship versus Kim Clijsters.
Serena's been broken twice this set.
Clijsters, who is going to be number 4 in the world. She was number 5 going into it, but she leapfrogged over Justine Emma, her countrywoman. Clijsters.
26th unforced error for Serena, not feeling 100% confident yet. She's been disappointed all week with her play.
Got it.
15-14.
Like so many champions, Serena Williams is a perfectionist. She was harsh on herself in her opening round win. She only lost 4 games in that one. She knew, though, that yesterday that semifinal was something special. Clijsters really is not given much resistance. The last 2 points, she had 3 break points all total, only 1 more left.
Clearly long. Still break point for Clijsters.
Has to find a way to make Serena play on this one. Frustration from Kim Clijsters. She knows she's had the opportunities in this game. 3 break points vanished.
Deuce.
For the big one.
Really good. I mean, Clijsters screamed. She was so frustrated to lose 3 break points, but I feel like you're able to reset and play the deuce point better. You get that anger out.
First set.
out. Tale of two moods right now.
White, please. Thank you.
Now, again, I don't want to sort of keep going back to last night, but your reserves are less. So your ability to handle the stress of this 5-all moment after serving for the first set, there's just less in the tank. 2 straight errors.
And you feel that she's feeling the pressure. She wants to win this first set. She doesn't want this to go 3.
I mean, I suppose the shot was there, but she shakes her head, doesn't like it.
Wasn't a bad time to hit the drop shot.
Oh, up on her toes. This was a little casual in how she produced it.
To 3 sets. Serena Williams has never lost to Kim Clijsters, but it's Kim Clijsters who has the lead now in the first set.
Whoa, buddy, you're not just sitting there, are you? It's full throttle financing, man. You gotta take advantage. Get 0 down, 0 payments, 0 interest till July 2003 on any new Kawasaki ATV, mule utility vehicle, or select dirt bikes and dual-purpose motorcycles.
What, are you stuck to your couch?
Full throttle financing is happening now.
My friend, I think this is your calling. It'll give your life purpose.
I need a purpose.
Yes, you do.
San Diego's House of Motorcycles, 4904 El Cajon Boulevard, San Diego, on El Cajon Boulevard between Fairmont and College.
I've got digital cable with all these channels of HBO. And I've got high-speed internet.
Alrighty.
With lightning-fast downloads.
Okay. Yes. Yes, I will marry you. By the way, you had me at HBO.
Self-Connect Cox digital cable for $10. Plus get both HBO and Showtime for just $10 a month for 10 months. Call 619-262-1122 or 760-599-6060.
Serena Williams now forced to serve to stay in the first set. And of course, we've been talking about all week how important and how good her serve is.
If I'm serving well, I'm playing well. And if I'm not serving great, I'm not playing great. And I have to really rely on, which is good, I rely on the rest of my game. But I normally have easier matches when I play well. People can't predominantly really attack my second serve because it's like I have 2 different types of first serve, a flat first serve, and for a second serve I have a big spin first serve, or I kick it, or I do a lot of different things. And sometimes I just go for it because I don't want anyone to get too used to just hitting my second serve.
Thank you. And all of her numbers are below normal. The only thing that's close is a success on her second serve at 47%, but only half the time she's winning the point on her first serve.
You have to wonder if that right shoulder is a little sore also from all the long matches she's had.
Flavor in the pace of the play.
Serena not going after it immediately. If ever Serena wants to get free points, it'd be in today's match with the serve. Points like that one took a lot of pressure off the Serena Williams shoulders.
You're watching live coverage of the year-ending championships called the Home Depot Championships, presented by Porsche at the Staples Center in L.A. Welcome, everyone. Cliff Drysdale, Pam Shriver, Mary Jo Fernandez. We're in the first set. This is Serena Williams serving to get into a tie-break. She's 40-15. Kim Clijsters now 40-30, and she must look forward to the tiebreak because the record has been sensational this year. Still game point.
Yeah, Kim knows how stingy Serena's been in tiebreaks this year to try and find a way to break right here and win the set that way.
Clijsters making Serena play. 32 unforced errors for Serena. You want to make Serena beat you, come up with the big shot.
Clijsters only has 3 winners, so you know she's winning most of her points either off forced errors or outright errors off the racket of Serena.
Clijsters making Williams work for it.
What you have to do, she knows Serena has to be feeling it a little bit at this moment. Make her hit as many balls as possible. Keep the rallies long. Feeling this set is so crucial for Serena Williams.
Set point. You have 40-love in this game.
Brings her back to 50% wins when she gets in the first serve.
It's wide. Set point again.
A few people are standing with pretty good reason.
Serena up the speed. She served and volleyed, but Kim Clijsters, great anticipation and great hustling.
White, please. Thank you.
Second set point.
Breaks the serve all over the place. Clijsters broken 3 times in the early going, but somehow she held on, and she's won the first set.
Circle back to Cincinnati with those figures, you know. I'm worried about that. Oh, no. It's off? Okay, I'll be right there. Guys, I gotta go.
I think we can achieve substantial more penetration in the Pacific Rim.
That's awful. Really sorry, but I have to go.
The new Boxster. It is perhaps the perfect getaway car. is it?
It's a business time machine.
What's it do?
Well, you can go back in time.
So we can undo our worst decisions?
Every last one.
Like our network.
The Dead End Consulting Project.
Never happened.
Let's go.
Well, it is just a prototype. It could be dangerous.
Bill, you go first.
You know, this room could use some new paint.
Yeah, I can do that.
How about rust? No, a pure red with a faux finish. Ooh, and that dry brush technique. Maybe a honey undertone.
How do I do that? It's easy. Let's start over here.
You know, she said something about dry brush.
That's dragging. And actually, there's a clinic tomorrow. Why don't you come out?
And you're gonna drag, and you're gonna weave. You've got it now. That's great.
It's beautiful.
It was easy.
Prior to tonight, the biggest match in Kim Clijsters' life was the French Open final a year and a half ago. She faced Jennifer Capriati, who had won the Australian Open that year, and Kim Clijsters came from a set 4-2 down, a couple of points for 5-2 in the semifinals to beat her countrywoman, Justine Henin.
We were treated to such a classic match. They had spectacular rallies. Clijsters started the match great, won the first set 6-1. And of course, Capriati, the comeback kid, would do everything in her power to take this to 3 sets, and it would just get better and better. Variety from both players, great movement, sliding. They would trade breaks back and forth toward the end of the 3rd set, and it was up for grabs.
3 times Capriati served for the championship until she finally was able to close Clijsters out. So Clijsters has performed very well on the big stage, just like she's doing tonight.
She could have easily won that French Open, just a couple points.
Here's the football skills, soccer. Find out what is in the tank of Serena Williams.
You know what's in her heart. Great competitor. She hasn't lost a big match since losing to Venus at the U.S. Open last year, 2001.
Yeah, she twisted her ankle in Sydney, early stages this year in the warm-up tournament for the Great Australian Open, and didn't play the Australian. Then won the 3 slams.
Serena is tired. I mean, no kidding. Last night would have taken a lot out of her. And this is where, if she was more confident coming to the net and could shorten up some of these long rallies, it would be really helpful. But she's not that comfortable, even though she's such a terrific athlete. Serena's been to net 6 times, winning 2 of the points.
Clijsters, on the other hand, says that she's the type of player that feels confident if I have a lot of matches, and that's what I've had in these last few weeks. She's won 2 of the last 3 tournaments she's played.
And Cliff, during that same time that Clijsters was doing well in the indoor tournaments in Europe, Serena pulled out of them, citing fatigue. She won a tournament in Japan after the Open, and then one more tournament in Europe, and then closed it down until this championship.
Clijsters holds on. First game of the second set, and she won the first. Don't watch one game, watch them all. NBA Fast Break is the show to watch to see action from every game with continuous updates and live cutaways to games in progress. You'll see it all. NBA Fast Break tomorrow and every Tuesday at 9, ESPN2.
That's right outside the Staples Center. I think you've got John Walton on the left, and you've got Bill Walton, John Walton, Bill Walton. Yeah, it is Bill Walton.
Tomorrow, games including Seattle and Washington. Jordan averaging 14.7 per game off the bench.
John Boy Walton just did a little flashback back to my childhood. Mary Ellen, remember that busy house? Oh, well.
Pam, that it would make Serena's life so much easier if she could close out some points at the net. But I definitely think she's still going to try to have quick points out there.
And Clijsters, when she's on, she's not that easy to have quick points against because she moves well. Clijsters won 5 games in a row. In danger here.
Beautiful disguise on this double-handed backhand up the line. Great shoulder turn. She could have gone cross-court the last minute, flicked it up the line.
Tournament summary tells you a lot about Kim Clijsters, the fact that she's appearing in her first WTA championship after defeating Venus Williams yesterday. Venus had to retire, and Serena is trying to defend this championship for the first time since Graf did it in 1996. It's hard to believe that Graf has been out of the game now 3.5 years. Summer of '99. Been busy though.
Well, I asked you two earlier in the week if she was in this field, how she'd do, and you both surprised me actually. You said a win or a final.
Oh, absolutely. All-time great.
She had the serve, she had the speed, and she had a major weapon on the forehand side.
And the backhand to drive these people crazy. You know, the Western grip that's out now, that slice backhand, as low as it would stay. She just wasn't a good big match player.
30 love. Thanks, I've had enough, she says, and Clijsters has game points.
How often do you see that from Serena Williams? That might be the first time I don't see her going after a ball, giving up.
That has Capriati written all over that.
You're talking a lot about it, Pam. Good comment, but explain it. The match yesterday in the semifinals was long and hard.
Yep, we've been dwelling on it. But Clijsters, again, she should thank Jennifer in her speech if she can win it.
Game point. Clijsters holds on. We're on serve in the second, 2-1. First set to Clijsters in a surprise 7-5 over the world's #1. This is the year-ending championship.
Saddlebrook Resort serves up tennis like no other place. The home of top players including Martina Hingis and Jennifer Capriati, and the official resort of the Women's Tennis Association. The Saddlebrook Center features 45 courts in every Grand Slam surface. Saddlebrook is the ultimate resort with 2 Arnold Palmer signature golf courses, the Super Pool, gourmet dining, and a luxurious spa. Saddlebrook Resort, 30 minutes north of Tampa International Airport in Pasco County, the official resort of the WTA.
Keep our highways beautiful. The 911 Carrera.
4th and goal. You go with what's proven. Same goes for investing. At Oppenheimer Funds, we stick to the fundamentals by focusing on solid companies with reliable earnings. A strategy that's proven itself time and time again. Oppenheimer Funds, the right way to invest.
Thank you.
It is a spectacular sight. Los Angeles at nighttime, and there are players who are out there who are not watching this match. That's a surprise. And from a lighted course not too far away from this Staples Center.
It's great to see all 4 of those courts busy with players. Way to go. Sport of a lifetime.
Love 15.
Let's see if we can critique this guy's serve here. He's first off, he's foot faulting. And the ball didn't stay in his pocket, which his opponent could claim interference. The guy at the far end is in trouble. And Serena Williams is in trouble.
15 all in this game. Serves 112-mile-an-hour first serve, just about on the line, and Clijsters gets it back.
And we talked about that early, how Clijsters does a great job getting those big bombs back, and that's why Serena's having trouble closing out any more than 50% of her first serve. I haven't seen her that low in a long time.
From Serena. Got away with a good one here, anticipating correctly where the pass was going. She was closing in.
2 net cord volleys in a row. This net has had more action this week than Serena Williams almost.
Serena Williams has got a game point.
Desperately, and that ball just in. A long way to go for her to win this championship now.
Clijsters to keep focused. She knows that Serena's a little bit tired. Serena has the ability to step it up when she needs to. Only losing 4 matches this year. She digs deep. She's got the power to just start hitting winners.
So, Major, what does she do now? Does she play defensively and try to let Serena self-destruct, or does she try to take it to Serena? Which one?
I think right now she plays a little bit more defensively, keeping the ball deep in the court, moving Serena side to side.
Yeah, look at that last mistake from Serena after a fairly long rally. She just kind of bailed on the point and gambled on a shot that really wasn't there, the backhand down the line.
Serena starts to make a few more and starts to hit those winners. Then you change the tactics a little bit and start playing more aggressively.
Game point, Clijsters. Second double fault of this set, 6 for the match.
We'll remember those 2 points back to back. If Clijsters drops serve and Serena gets a little momentum.
The net and very nearly hit the line. Could not have been played any better.
Best drop shot from the backhand side in the game. Kim Clijsters could have picked a better angle. Serena still got there though.
Kim Clijsters holds on. She's got the lead. We're on serve in the second. Clijsters won the first.
Circle back to Cincinnati with those figures. You know, I'm worried about that.
Breaks in the first, won that 7-5.
Change of ends. Serena Williams actually took a cold bottle and started rubbing her right shoulder. And that just comes from too many big serves, a lot of tension in that arm when you win a match like last night, 6-4 in the third. Two very tired points.
Error, 3 break points for Kim Clijsters, over $750,000 in prize money at stake here. But the winner will take home. Clijsters with a break now in the second. She has never beaten Serena Williams.
But 3 of the matches have been 3 setters, and that is a face of somebody who is running on empty. I think there was a song about that.
in a country with two languages, French and a derivative of Dutch called Flemish. Clijsters and her dad, Flemish speaking. That's her dad there. Great soccer player, international player.
It's such a huge match for Kim Clijsters to win. And not only for herself, but for the rest of the top players to see that, all right, Serena Williams is beatable. For next year, changes the whole mind frame of everybody else.
You would expect the right arm of Kim Clijsters perhaps get a little shaky.
The elbow, a little tight. The throat, a little constricted.
Tentative points from Clijsters.
Good defense, but not good enough.
Not over, Serena says.
Whoa, see that ankle? That is exactly what we've been talking about. You got to be so careful when you make that move to the right. As this next shot, now watch the ankle. Ooh, so close. With the force that Clijsters slides out there, if that ankle had totally gone over, well, I don't want to say we could have seen a second withdrawal in the middle of the match in the last 2 days.
For Clijsters, she's 4 points away, one game away from winning the year-ending championship. She's number 4 in the world, taking on number 1.
Jeep Wrangler owners speak their own language. Get 0% financing on every 2003 Jeep vehicle and our 770 powertrain limited warranty.
A few years ago, the Aztecs were an absolutely horrible basketball team. But now, Coach Steve Fisher's got this team, San Diego, heck, the entire nation believing.
Last year, the NCAAs. This year, Arizona, Texas Tech, USD, and the Mountain West, all at home. Call 619-283-SDSU.
Aztec fans, game on for awesome basketball. Make a shot.
Clijsters leading 5-2. Serena Williams to serve to stay in the match. She lost the first.
Oh. Starting off the game, Serena has not been down this far in a match. But I can remember all year long, she's lost a lot of close ones, but not from this far down.
what she has to do, put it back in Kim Clijsters' hands, put the pressure on Clijsters to serve for it.
Intimidates Clijsters. She might be a little nervous given the occasion, trying to win the biggest championship of her life, but the pace and the power and the intimidating moves of Serena Williams does not put a dent in Clijsters.
Williams holds on, and now the outcome of this match is on Clijsters' racket, serving racket as Dad watches.
Actually, it's 5 games to 3.
I always feel the first point is so important when you're serving for your first major title.
You go for the big serve, you take a little off, a lot of things to decide.
Ready for play. Thank you.
First set, not broken in the second set.
15 love.
Serena Williams, 3-time Grand Slam winner this year, world's #1. This is the year-ending championship. Final match.
When you're trying to serve out the biggest match of your life.
She's keeping her composure, Kim Clijsters. Great depth.
Serena on defense wins the point.
A couple of points ago, this ball is actually good that was called out.
Looked like Serena was out of that last point, just barely getting to the balls. Found a way to get one back.
Championship point for Kim Clijsters.
40-30.
She's been in big moments before. The final of the French Championship, she lost. Her father, they will watch this swing, which could win her first major. Taking out Justine Enna after Chandler Rubin, and then Venus Williams pulling out against her yesterday. Now over Serena Williams, a straight set winner, and she wins the title.
I'll tell you what, it's not that much of a surprise given what Serena went through yesterday and given how Clijsters has been playing all fall indoor season.
Kim Clijsters has won at the Staples Center in LA the year-ending championship called the 2002 Home Depot Championships, presented by Porsche.